Since Thursday morning, heavy fighting has happened between Thailand and Cambodia. Artillery is employed as well as fighter jets. Tank battles are being reported. Why is there fighting and what is it all about? In this video, we're going to talk about the historic perspective and the history of this current fighting and who are the conflict's participants. As said, all of this here in this video. Cambodia and Thailand have started heavy fighting. Initially, it was only infantry, but quickly multiple launch rocket systems were employed. We see here Thai soldiers taking cover from shelling with multiple launch rocket systems. Thailand, according to reports, has by now used its fighter jets as well to bomb positions inside of Cambodia. And the conflict that has now appeared in the media is not new, but is actually decades old. This conflict is already happening for many decades. The center of this conflict is the temple Pravihir, according to the Khmer language, or Pravihan, that is the pronunciation in Thai. This temple is a Hinduistic temple from the 11th century, and it's situated at the border between two sides, between the two states that are both having a claim to it, that are both claiming it. And yes, we are actually talking about two Buddhist states fighting for a Hindu temple. In 1962, the International Court gave Cambodia the temple, but it didn't specifically draw the border in the area around it. The border there is based on colonial French maps, which are inaccurate and are not fully accepted by Thailand. Especially contested is an area at a size of 4.6 square kilometers north of the temple. For both sides, this temple is of massive national importance, and the fighting for it is being used by both sides, by populists of both sides, also to draw the attention away from domestic problems. Cambodia has in 2008 asked for the UNHCR, for the United Nations, to accept it as a World Heritage Site, and Thailand has seen that as a provocation, as the border area is not fully agreed upon between two sides. Since then, both sides have sent more and more soldiers to this area, and this led to fighting again and again between the two sides. In 2008, both sides exchanged fire for a longer period. Several casualties, several KIAs were on both sides. In 2009, the following year, there were several engagements between the two sides as well. In April, 2 Cambodian soldiers were killed in renewed fighting. And in April 2010, there was renewed fighting between the two sides, including with artillery and mortars. Several soldiers and civilians were killed at that time. Between February and May 2011, renewed fighting happened once again. For several days, both sides fought with each other, including with artillery, missiles, and tens of thousands of civilians on both sides were evacuated. At least 18 people died at that time. The temple complex was hit then as well. In 2013, there was another court case in front of the International Court, which once again decided for Cambodia, which then de-escalated the situation for several years. But now fighting has once again started again. So while the temple complex is the object between both sides that is obvious, the whole conflict has far deeper reasons. Thailand, previously known as Siam, has in its history fought many wars against the Khmer, and for a longer period it has ruled over the Khmer as a vassal state. 1431, the Siamese kingdom of Ayutthaya conquered the capital Angkor Thom. It looted it, and this forced the Khmer to move their capital to Phnom Penh. In the 17th and 18th century, Cambodia was drawn between Vietnam and Siam. Both of them were basically dictating what happened in Cambodia. Both sides were forcing the Cambodians to accept the the king that the either side wanted, and Western Cambodia was under Siamese influence. There were tributary payments, there was military occupations, and some areas were directly ruled by Siam as well. In 1795, Siam annexed Cambodian provinces, three of them, Battambang, Siem Reap, and Sisophon. They were ruled as Inner Cambodia by Siam, so by Thailand. After 112 years, Siam had to give up the territory and return it to Cambodia, which was then a colony of France. In October 1940, Thailand attacked Vichy France, which was then defeated inside of Europe. So Thailand attacked Vichy France to reconquer that territory until January 1941. It annexed the territory and kept the control until October 1946, for an additional 5 years. Based on this experience of prolonged periods of Thai rule over parts of Cambodia, there is a sense of superiority against Cambodia in parts of the Thai population that is being seen as unstable, as poor, and as backward. Nationalist groups like the Yellow shirts have used that again and again to use anti-Cambodian rhetoric, to, especially in regards to the temple, to draw the masses and to gather support. But the military and the elites are also looking down on the Cambodians. That, of course, is not finding love inside of Cambodia and leads to counter reactions. Hundreds of centuries of foreign rule, discrimination inside of Thailand, and the sense of superiority by the neighbor is hardening the fronts between the two sides. In 2003, there was even an anti-Thai pogrom in Phnom Penh because a Thai TV star supposedly said that the Pre Vihir temple is a part of Thailand. The embassy of Thailand was burnt down. Numerous Thai shops were looted, so the hate between the two sides is existent and is nothing new. Historical national sense of superiority, nationalism, and the possibility to use the conflict domestically to distract from actual problems against by drawing the attention and by pushing the hate towards the neighbor have increased the situation, have heated up the situation, and have not allowed for it to die down. At the beginning of July, the head of government, Shinawatra, in Thailand was suspended by the Supreme Court. A leaked phone call with the previous Cambodian Prime Minister, Hun Sen, with her was leaked probably by him. She called him uncle and criticized the own military for its behavior in the border conflict. And the conservatives in Thailand were seeing this as high treason, especially as the military has a big role in Thai politics and it's basically conducting a coup every few years. Thailand was unnecessarily humiliated with that leak and was pushed into some corner, which will have played a role in this now as well. Now, how did the current escalation happen? We just talked that this is a conflict that roots back centuries. On the 13th of February 2025, Thai policemen have stopped Cambodian tourists to sing the national anthem in the temple Prasat Ta Muem Tom, which is close to the contested temple. On the 28th of May, there was exchange of fire because Cambodian soldiers were building a trench in the contested area, and Thai soldiers opened fire on them. A Cambodian soldier died in this exchange, and in June there were additional economic and political measures being taken by both sides. The Thai side closed its border crossings. They were demanding sanctions against Cambodia, and Cambodia banned Thai imports and media. On the 18th of July, Thailand was reporting 3 heavily injured soldiers through landmines. They lost limbs, and Cambodia said those were old mines from the civil war. Thailand says no, those were freshly laid mines. On the 23rd of July, so the day before the fighting started, an additional Thai soldier stepped on a mine. He lost his leg. Thailand said they are sure that those are freshly laid mines on a footpath in the demilitarized area, and they see this as a direct aggression against the Thai soldiers. So the diplomats of both sides were expelled, and the next day on the 24th, the escalation has started. Who exactly started is unclear as of now. Both sides are basically blaming the other side for having started it. Cambodia then has started to use multiple launch rocket systems to shoot into Thailand. This caused losses. We see here fire on a gas station, and in total at least 13 civilians were killed. 140 of them were evacuated. Thailand had responded to this with strikes with F-16. We see here where they used smart bombs. We see the explosion in a few seconds. Here, the hits. And according to their own claims, they destroyed the headquarters of 2 infantry divisions of Cambodia. So they did basically a decapitation strike against 2 Cambodian infantry divisions. Let's talk about what happened since. Now, after the fighting has started, the Senate President Hun Sen, that's the one who was called uncle by the suspended head of government of Thailand, has used Facebook to leak operational plans. He posted these pictures on Facebook showing military plans in the background, even showing planned operations, according to which the Cambodians apparently plan to move into Thai territory to occupy this. The pictures were quickly deleted, but as you can see, they were obviously immediately saved and thus spread around. Cambodia has since then moved tanks towards the border. Thailand says they already destroyed 2 of them. Thailand since then has started Operation Yuta Bodin. They have crossed over the border, and they say so, that they entered Cambodian territory. They, according to reports, have taken the Previhir temple and conquered it. There are reports about tank battles between 2 sides, according to claims supposedly including T-84s on the Thai side. This is the T-84 Oplot that is made by Ukraine, and Thailand was the only customer of that tank. Since then, Cambodia supposedly has opened fire with multiple launch rocket systems on those new positions inside of Cambodia, where the Thai army has taken fresh positions. And according to Thai media, the army has started operations at 10 points of the border, so not just at one. Thailand clearly wants to conquer strategic high ground and occupy the surrounding area. They also obviously want to take the temple and hold it. First losses supposedly are visually confirmed now. This is a video supposedly showing a Cambodian BM-21 that was destroyed, and according to nobody's surprise, the drones have also already appeared. Those are heavy drones by the Thai armed forces, and as you can see, they're dropping fairly big bombs here and doing damage against Cambodian positions. Now, this is the current situation. Let's first look at both sides. Cambodia is inferior in every regard. When it comes to the states itself, the population and the economy are vastly different. Thailand has 4 times the population, 10 times the GDP. The military of Thailand, the army is 3 times bigger. Its air force has F-16, F-5 and Gripen. It is a major non-NATO ally, including weaponry that this means. So high-tech weapons they have received from the United States, including training as well, and joint training. So they are of a fairly high standard. Cambodia, on the other hand, has only transport planes. The Cambodian armed forces are mostly equipped with ancient equipment. Their tanks are T-55s, and the air defense is almost non-existent. They only have 4 batteries of modern air defense from China with medium range, and apparently none of that is close to the combat area. In total, we have to say Cambodia has basically no chance. But nationalism on both sides leaves little room to give in. This is one of the reasons why the fighting is happening, because both sides are putting their foot down as nationalism forces them into a corner, and neither side really can give in. Both sides at the same time have only limited goals. Neither Thailand doesn't want to reconquer Cambodia and enter Phnom Penh. And Cambodia doesn't want to re-establish the Khmer Empire and rule over Siam either. This makes it unlikely that a big war is starting, but at the same time, this also causes problems, as it can lead to further escalation, because if both sides think that this will only mean a limited war, then this would also mean limited risk, and thus both sides are enticed to take higher risks to achieve their limited goals, as both sides would guess that they can't all of this can't stumble into a devastating war that would crush both sides. So the willingness of taking risks by both sides is clearly higher, and nationalism has pushed both sides into a corner. Whether or not the fighting will continue is unclear. If the Thai forces have actually occupied Cambodian territory, then the Cambodians will clearly try to retake this, so the fighting might continue for several days. Generally, though, we should not expect a full-blown war, but as said, the fact that both sides believe this will only be a limited war makes it much more risky, because for both sides the risk is limited, and thus the willingness to take this risk is higher too. That was it with this short overview. If you liked this, please give it a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. Leave a comment if you have something to add. And if you're new here, I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. This channel is only possible because of the support of viewers like you. If you like to support the channel, you can do so by the means in the description. But that's it from me for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back.